This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Streesia.
And I'm your host who can't believe he's back on the hype train, Dave Spades.
This episode is our flagship show, the weekly anime review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo!
Back at it again, another week.
Let's go! More anime. Great week.
Sadly, this week we are retiring to the anime because they ended. But that's okay because Tower God's coming back or is back. I'm not too sure yet.
I'm not sure on that one either.
But this is the first time in a long time where looking for future anime is a little weaker season coming up.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
Like it.
It's summer. That makes sense.
I'm fine with that.
But One Piece and My Hero are here to stay.
Going strong. Well, My Hero's doing a split season, I think. But still, regardless.
They gave a preview for next week.
I know, but yeah, they're not gone yet.
They're not gone yet.
But I think they will.
So I thought this episode was going to be because it kind of felt like it. Like
the vibes.
Yeah, but
speaking of which,
let's hop right into My Hero because that is the show that we are starting with. Not all season long, but we are now. My Hero Academia season 7.
Yep. This is honestly this one I've just come to expect as piss excellence. Like this is just
was so
good. It was amazing.
It was so good. First of all, when it starts out hopping to group, which I was fine with.
Yeah,
like
great.
Yeah,
I could watch 4 episodes of that.
Yeah, like it's like they're showing like it's like I like how they call it extras.
Yeah.
But like just showing like the not the most important crew members, like Grape Juice was there doing
stuff, whatever, yeah. But they're at the that was at the Gigantomachia prison cell, which was dope that they had people stationed there.
Yeah, and also that bad guy, which I can't. We'll probably see what his ability is, or we already seen. I can't remember, but he was just like
no, I've never seen him before.
He's like so surprised that they had people ready and waiting for us. It's like, yeah, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Because but like the idea was that the way the heroes did it, they thought they were all scattered everywhere but here. By the hot spots.
It's like why would you not be protected?
Because they're villains, they're morons. Yeah, they decided to choose villainy in a world full of superheroes. Yeah. It was so stupid.
True.
But that guy was cool. It's very interesting. I know, jumping around, a little bit around here, but I was like, when one of the guys, I don't remember who, was like, thank goodness that, it was that guy around the Dobby fight. It's like, thank God it was just Dobby here, not one of the other, Tartarus jailbreakers. And they gave us all the
shadows,
the silhouettes. And I was like, this guy was one of them. The Gigantomachia guy. And the flower guy.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, we get to see all these guys. Thank goodness.
I know, it's super cool.
Because, like, All For One did this thing several seasons ago when he was talking to, All Might about like, you beat up all my friends, blah, blah, blah. And it only did silhouettes of his friends. And it's like, I want to see all of them.
The One Piece move.
They're so evil looking.
Yeah.
So now we're finally getting to see some of these guys. And the flower guy will be interested to see what he does. But this guy, dog shit human being.
Yeah.
When he was talking about Midnight dying, I was like, I really hope, like, Acid Girl was there, Pinky. And I literally have, she could live or die, I wouldn't really care. But when he said that, I was like, go off.
I thought the same thing. Yeah. I was like, what a jerk. I love Red Riot showing up, though. I was like, when he showed up, I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, here we go. Because at first I was like, minus, like, Mount Lady, like, this crew kind of shit.
Kind of sucks for stopping a big monster.
Except for that one guy's ability.
Multiple quirks.
That one guy's ability to, like, turn the ground from blood is pretty OP.
Oh, yeah. It's crowd control.
And then Red Riot showed up, and I was like, an actual person.
Someone I care about.
I did love the idea of like showing like the Dobby, like Shoto beating Dobby, like how it's like energized everybody and like
that was good. Yeah, got
Spinner looks ridiculous now.
Yeah. I know he does. Dumb. What's Dobby got going on too in his chest there?
I don't know. They cut away from it, and then went to other stuff that was really cool.
Why did they do that?
It went to cool stuff.
If Dobby gets back up as a bomb, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
I'm gonna be annoyed if All For One turned him into a bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which is something he would totally do.
He would definitely do. No problem. So irritating. Spinner looks so stupid.
I swear to God. Well, I you know what I was thinking? I was like, they literally were just like, let's make him look Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle as much as possible. He looks like he's straight out of the same thing. He looks like he's straight out of a TMT. TMNT.
Took a bathe in the ooze.
Yeah, it's funny. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's cool. He's Godzilla now, so it's like interesting, I guess. But I think they did it to like dehumanize him just a little bit, so that when the gang's railing on him, they can be like, oh, okay, we don't feel that bad for you anymore. You're kind of an asshole.
Yeah, kind of.
kind of. Spinner was always that one where it was like, is he going to swap sides? Really didn't know if he should be there or not. I think we talked about it on the podcast a few times. Yeah. And now I'm just like, oh, kick his ass.
It's too gone.
Literally beat the crap out of him.
He thought Dobby was like redeemable. Like, not redeemable, like he's like...
was a cool guy.
He was so cool. It's like, this guy sucked.
This guy is awful. I do like how it's the heteromorphs versus the heteromorphs.
Yeah, I know. That was funny. I did. There was one crew they cut to. It was the Tail Whip Kid. And
Shoto,
and the Tape Kid, and there was one other kid. Sarah. I was like, and the Useless Crew.
Yeah,
this crew is useless.
You just do karate, and have a really, really weird tail.
Yeah, that's about all you.
That's
do.
about it. And then there's Sarah, bootleg Spider-Man.
I'm not gonna lie too. It's like I get like in the real world, this would be awful, and I would hate it. But if I was like a superhuman, if a bunch of birds started attacking me, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
I just took a blast from like one of your other attacks. Birds are what's doing it.
Dead. You couldn't even call them bears or something?
Like, I know. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Why is he always calling
and also, like, why didn't they just send him? Yeah, exactly. With his power, it seems like...
Yeah, why would you not put him in the woods area?
Exactly! It's like, it seems like they're kind of... Those two, I don't know where the real heroes are there. They seem to be kind of the focus right now, so it's like...
I think I know why they didn't send him to the woods area.
Why?
Because that's where All for One is. And they were like, in that group, whatever, and they're probably like, this kid sucks.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Even if we send him here, he's probably not going to do anything.
That's true. That's a good point, yeah. That's a good point.
So they're like, let's put him in an area like we don't really have to show him.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about him. Yeah.
But let's get to the heart of the episode, which was awesome. The All for One, Hawks. Endeavor.
Tsukiyomi, is that his name?
And Electric Girl there. Yeah. Who, by the way, usually I've really was always just like, Earjack, yeah. Who I was always like, whatever, blah, blah. In this episode, I was like, you're awesome.
Yeah, I know. I really was. Also, what a weird, like, there's so many weird combos going against villains I never thought would go against them. And it's like, oh, they sent you guys to fight All for One. Interesting choice.
Well, that's because he can fly.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah,
that's because he can fly.
Yeah.
And they must have known that attack he does, that she can reject it.
I guess
they must.
I would have sent President Mike there to reject that, and then some other flyer to help him out.
Yeah, but maybe they need President Mike because he's with he's against.
Oh, Spinner, he's the main hero there. Yeah, that's it. Losers,
which
he looked like he was doing jack. He was just like announcing it. Dobby's down, guys. And then
maybe they're like, hold on.
Maybe.
If it gets bad.
I feel like it body. No, either way.
Because that group seems like they have the biggest numbers against them.
They do, because they're all going at that group's going after Kirigiri to try and get their teleportation power.
So that number is huge. That makes actually sense why President Mike is there for that.
I guess he
can do a big AoE attack.
Yeah, I guess that makes a lot more sense. But, okay, so scraping bottom of the barrel and throwing these guys at All for One.
Well, I did like Hawks is like he's like you can't be here, you're gonna die, and I love Seekino. He's like this is kind of the plan.
Yeah, like that's kind of, what else are we gonna do here? So. It'll be interesting. They'll probably pull something out of their ass. I feel like Tsukiyomi could be really helpful if his shadow, like if he didn't have the sunlight weakness. They're in broad daylight right now, so it's like if he has Ragnarok power, I think maybe he could be semi-helpful.
The reason there is just to fly at your job.
Yeah, it's pretty much and now she has lost an ear. So.
Which is crazy. I didn't even think about. First of all, that scene was awesome. Just like the way the music and like. Like how the slow-mo, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, it's an anime. What's the big like part where like a hero does something, and it just ended on that. And
I was like, oh boy, next episode is gonna be wild. But I was like, oh boy, even the Endeavor's new move where he's just fire fists shit going on, that was sick.
I was not gonna like watching this episode because he did like something called like Hell's something, and it was awesome, and then it was Vanishing Fist or whatever. Endeavor might be up there for like one of my favorite fire users in all of
I agree with that.
His fire moves are cool.
Yeah,
a lot of like other anime fire users, Natsu's great and all this kind of stuff. It's just like big fire.
Yeah.
His like turn into things and like
he can control his fire. His flame's pretty cool.
And he has like cool names for all of them.
Yeah.
He really messed up
Hell's
this episode.
Fire was sick.
He really messed up in this episode.
Yeah, he screwed up. I mean, like, I really want to shit on him for it, but also if I found out that the kid that I'd like destroyed my life over was actually just All for One, planned it all, it was like, come on. Yeah, I would have lost my mind too.
When he said that, I was like, it'd be like, you stole my kid, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much. Yeah. So it's like, that's fair.
And he'll be back.
Yeah, he's gonna have one of those like, I'm okay now sort of things.
In the preview, I don't know what it is about Endeavor, but I love. when Endeavor is like fighting and he doesn't have the mask on, doesn't have the flames on his face, and his hair is like disheveled. He just looks like a veteran who's just like been put through shit. And next episode, they show a clip of him like looking like that. I'm like, oh, here we go.
No,
I did like All For One just crapping all over Hawks.
Like, all day long. He cares for both of them. It was like it just shows that he's a good manipulator. Like we've seen that through the entire series. He's just like he gathers all these people to him and can control what they want to do and all this stuff. Like, and then it shows that he can also manipulate the heroes who are supposed to be like, you know, put together and stuff. And even Hawks especially. Although Hawks really didn't care. He was cracking jokes too. Hawks is pretty sick.
Hawks has got a
if he wasn't like pretty much still like messed up, he'd be doing a lot better in this fight. Even All For One even said that. It was like, yeah, if you weren't using fake feathers and at like, I don't know, 50%, you could probably be doing a lot more.
He pointed out he just thought he was weak. When he just took those 3 feathers just to push All For One's one attack, that was so awesome.
Or when he saved Earjack and just like kept moving her around. I was watching that. I was like, what the hell is going on right now?
I was like, how are you doing it? I know. That was so cool. And I actually really, really do like how like scared she is.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense. Like, yeah, they're all heroes and blah, blah, but like to come up like, look at him, dude.
Yeah, it's the boogeyman.
yeah.
It is the boogeyman.
I did love, even though he has no facial expressions because he's wearing a helmet. First of all, the helmet's dope. Yeah. But when they appeared and like blocked the attack, and then it showed them appear, and then like Hawks like slow mo look at them, and All For One slow mo like turned his head. You could just see like the surprise in his mask of like what the fuck?
Yeah. And you could feel his smile too when he finally blasted their ear off and all that stuff, which
is so interesting.
I
never thought of that.
I never thought of it either. It'd be so
like what happened?
Actually, yeah,
it must grow back. It will grow back. It has to.
Maybe
it's part of her body.
So whatever. What's his name? Overhaul got his arms decayed off, so they never came back. So
but those are decayed.
He had one cut off.
Yeah, maybe she won't go back.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, they might come back. Who knows? They say she still has one, so she's sort of fine. I don't know. I have no idea. But like it could be one of those things like, but when body parts are gone, sometimes they're gone.
That's true. That's true. Which would make her a lot worse of a hero.
I feel like if her entire ear isn't blown off, she'll be okay. Like it might be able to grow back. Like your earlobe would probably come back, right?
You don't grow body parts back.
No, then never mind them. You
can't grow body parts back.
Might just heal, but I don't know.
You can have like scars like that heal, like Rigby's butt, but like.
No, I guess that's right.
But like, all I know is All For One is a great villain.
Fire villain.
Yeah.
When Shigaraki and him finally fuse and whoever comes out on top, and that amalgamation is going to be amazing. But this I understand why he ruled the world for a hot second. Like he was the shit.
Yeah, and I really like also that they were like, well, it's helmet because it's his life support, and I just like I can't remember someone said it. They're just like, yeah, I think he knows that.
Yeah.
But next episode, there's something about like a new weakness. He figured like they find out a new weakness for him.
That'd be cool.
Like he even finds out like it's a weakness for him.
That'd be cool. I'm pumped to see that.
I'm really interested to see what that is.
When he did that, let's go back to how badass he was. When he did that, when he pulled all 5 fingers did different quirks, that was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
One thing, a lot of it. 2 villains this week using finger spikes shit to hurt people.
I will say one thing My Hero does really well is always their villains have like the grossest attacks. Like why are you guys? They just look gross and dumb.
Because that's what they are. They're just gross. Silverfish. I'll always say Silverfish is one of the grossest villains out there.
Who was that one?
He's back he was back last episode. He's the guy that shoots the teeth blades. It's like, oh, it just makes my mouth hurt.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. But I'm super pumped. Deku wasn't even in this episode.
Nope.
Which was awesome.
It's just one of those, like, usually One Piece isn't doing it right now because I'm interested in everything that's happening in One Piece. But there's been One Piece arcs where, like, it's just, like, cutting from people to people. And you're like, I don't care about this. And, like, they're doing kind of that One Piece formula where they're cutting all over the place. But every time it cuts to something, I'm like, cool.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Cool. Keep it on there. Fat Gum's about to fight this flower guy.
Oh, I'm pumped for that. I forgot about that, yeah. Who is he? He's Ayami? I can't say his name.
I don't know who that is. What's his power? What's his ability?
It's laser belly button guy. Naval laser.
Oh, yeah. Naval
Oyama? Yeah, that's it.
I will say the flower guy was so close to looking cool for me.
Yeah, what gets you?
This hair is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, his entire outfit is awesome. And when they pan up on it, I was like, cool. And he had, like, that, like, cool, like, hood that's, like, torn up, like, scarecrow style.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. And then they showed his hair. I was like, what are you, like, Goldilocks?
Yeah. Like,
but it's fine. He's a villain, so fuck him.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. He's supposed to look dorky at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that's gonna be cool. I love seeing Fat Gum fight. Who doesn't love seeing Fat Gum fight?
That's awesome. All for One calling Hawks Nagat's replacement just to twist that knife a little bit more.
That was great.
But yeah, no, excellent episode. When it cut, I was like, no!
Yeah, I know, that was one of those. You're like, no, keep going.
I know.
It was really good.
That was awesome. But
Let's move on to an anime that is, we got the final episode of this season, Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, buddy.
Phenomenal episode.
The show just keeps from start to finish. It's only been 12 episodes. This show has been amazing though. There has not been 1 second that I've not enjoyed watching this show. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know if I've even skipped anything. It has just been.
There's nothing to skip.
Nothing to skip. It's just that good. This episode was awesome. That rage fight scene where first off, Kaiju number 8 apparently can just do so much shit.
I know. Got huge.
Yeah, Kafka is clearly underutilizing it.
Yeah.
Clearly not maximizing its potential, because when it did the attack where it twisted its torso off and
that was awesome.
And then the core, shoot out and regenerate, I was like, what is going on? The animation was sick.
The animation was awesome. I love the director general there. Of course, we should have seen this coming. We should have seen that, like, he's such a dick, he's awful, but in reality, he just wants everyone to live.
Yeah, that's
really
all
what it is. And like, you know, he hates Kaiju because his wife got killed by Kaiju, which at the same time, can you blame him?
Yeah,
And he's like tough on his daughter, which we're gonna find out he was only really tough on his daughter because he never wanted her to die. It's gonna be some sentimental reason.
Some anime trope classic. Which I'm here for.
I am fine with, because he's badass as shit.
He's so cool, dude.
He's so cool.
He's so cool.
And then his like little subordinate there has the number 1 weapon.
Number 1, yeah.
I was like,
and he also looks awesome. He's
like,
captain of number 1 or of the 1st division, which is like,
what does that do?
Oh no, the captain of the 2nd division is now. I never really thought about the other divisions.
I know.
I was only Mina for a while, and I was like, Mina, that's
Mina's
great.
speech was really good.
That was excellent, and they were all pissed, like, we don't want your opinion or something, and it's feelings. It's like, shut up.
You're all wrong. You're all wrong. I would totally be on your sides, but you're all wrong.
Yeah, that d-bag bald guy for saying that. Oh yeah, we didn't have a problem with this since Kaiju number 3. Yeah, killed your wife.
Yeah, I know. What was that?
Douchebag. I get it. You always want to kill the Kaiju, but like, relax.
That was a little aggressive.
It was so aggressive.
Well, that's the director. I think that's a good point as part. He's like, brings it up. He's like, the last time, I'm assuming Kaiju number 3 showed up with a lot of Kaiju.
Probably,
because it seems like it was a massive all-out war. And he's like, we lost like hundreds of soldiers and 3 captains and blah, blah, and we don't want that to happen again. And the guy's like, yeah, and your wife died. And it's like, all right.
Alrighty.
But like, the director is right. Like, in this point, like, it's not, he figured out in that fight that like Kafka can maybe handle himself. I don't know. Yeah. But like, he's right. If you have someone who wants to fight Kaiju and has ability, it's like almost like in Demon Slayer, if you had a good demon on your side, it's this episode was perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It helps. Like, you're like, they're so much stronger than us. Like, you know, like, it helps to have, like,
it's a good idea. It's a counter weapon. Yeah, lower. Especially a Kaiju number 8 can exceed, what do they said? It was going past, like, level 10 or some crap like that, which is, like, their highest level or some crap and something like that. And it's like, how is this happening? So it's like, clearly, if we can make a weapon like that, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be
like a living weapon to go do that. Yeah. Just the fight was just off the chain. I'm very curious to know what the motivation of his inner Kaiju is, because it ate him.
I don't know.
I'm so confused by now.
I don't know. I don't really know. But it's interesting to find out. I did really like the sequence though, where he's like floating in the water, the Mina pulls him out. That was awesome. I will say, when he hit himself and like passed out, I was like, stop yourself. Nice. Didn't realize at the moment until you brought it up. I was like, oh, you tried to kill yourself.
Yeah.
I did not realize that at the moment. I was like, oh, you tried to actually kill yourself.
Yeah, he went right for the core.
I was like, damn, son. Yeah. I was like, oh, wow.
Dedication.
Respectable, I guess. Like, you know, because he was worried he was going to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, he didn't want to kill a human.
I also like the blonde-haired girl. She's like, I need to get stronger just in case he ever goes out of line. And I think that's a really good...
That's motivating. I mean, yeah, you just saw him be a friggin' monster. So it's like, yeah, why not? Oh, my goodness. I loved the relief on all the crew's face, his division's faces. Though it's like, great. Yeah, he's alive, he's good. I thought that was so cool. That would be so much fun.
Love the crew.
Yeah. Oh, it was really,
next season's
really good.
Gonna be so awesome.
I'm so pumped for it.
I like the director. I just falls asleep while the director's talking to him.
Yeah, it's like, I like how he started. I actually like how he started crying there too. It's like, oh, thank God I didn't kill a human, right?
Yeah.
Or like, didn't kill you because your daughter would be so mad at me.
Yeah, you know the director. The director's badass.
He is so bad. This episode was a perfect example. He uses Kaiju number 2's abilities to like the extent, to the point where another Kaiju thinks he's a Kaiju.
Yeah, I know.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, those gauntlets are definitely the coolest weapons yet. I love the little like just like piston pump thing they got going on.
That's
it's
sick.
So
yeah,
cool.
it has a shield and everything.
I know, it's awesome.
I know the entire time director was like too. It's like I could have killed him whenever I wanted to. Like no problem.
Oh, I did like that when the guy pointed out. He's like, this is odd. Why didn't he just kill him when
he was in human form? Yeah.
And I was like, And then when the director was like, he's like, maybe there is no hope. I was like, oh yeah, you're turning. Nice. It's good to see. Yeah. I'm excited. I don't know when that comes back. I don't even know if it's been announced for a second season yet. I'm not too sure.
I hope it does.
It definitely will have a second season. I just don't know.
Don't know when. And all that stuff, but. Especially leaving on a cliffhanger like that with the what was there 2 mushrooms in there? Was that was?
No,
was just one talking to he was talking to another one out there.
I think it was another number one.
Okay, that makes
sense.
Be 3. Could be 3. Oh, that's a good point.
Wait, okay. What are the weapons we have?
No, the axe is 3, isn't it?
Was axe 3?
I don't know.
Okay, well, the gauntlets were 2, the sword was 1. The axe might be 3. You might be right.
Or the blades.
I don't remember. But there is numbers that are not there. I think it was talking to another number one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That makes sense.
And also, I don't really like how smart he is.
Yeah.
That's never good. It seems like most of the kaiju are just animals.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, this one's like playing chess like 16 times over.
I know, yeah. He's got all the screens and everything. Yeah. He's learning human ways. I'm just like,
Got the whole base figured out. It's like,
I don't like this.
Seems like not a great fighter.
No, he's definitely not, but he's one of those planner types. So I was like,
that was a huge cliffhanger. Very interesting. God, yeah, damn it. Why can't every anime just be One Piece?
Exactly. Just never, ever stop. Yeah,
just finish it out.
Black Clover was getting close for a while, and they decided to stop.
But they're coming back.
They are coming back. I'm pumped for them to come back.
But let's move on.
It's been years.
To the next anime, Demon Slayer arc.
Hashira training arc. The conclusion of it.
The final episode, 40 minutes long. Very good.
I thought I son of a bitch.
I will say this before we get into the episode. Throughout the entire podcast, we have said the season is mid. Yes. Overall, pretty bad. Yes. I still 100% stand by that. I don't care how good this episode was. This episode was awesome.
Yes, it was.
But it literally could have been this episode, and this could have been a movie.
Yes.
Actually, I saw this post. This is the shortest arc in all of the manga. And they didn't make this a movie. But they're making the longest arc in the manga a movie.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
What are they thinking? Yeah. What?
But you've heard of us. Like, I'm still
This season is mid.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Kaiju No.8 rank out of 10.
Oh crap! I didn't even think about that. You know what? 9.3. 9.3.
Nice.
I think it was it. I don't know. I really don't know what the negatives are in this show. I don't really have any. I just don't.
We're ranking just the season. Yeah.
We're ranking just the season. Obviously, it's not like. It's clearly not a King of Kings yet, but it is. This show is fucking. I will recommend this to anyone who likes a punchy fighting anime who enjoys just good shows
and good characters.
I
go a 9-1. Yeah. I thought it deserves a 9 or up for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. It was that good.
It's just one of those anime that like it just. Highly entertaining.
So much
great
fun.
characters. And
so much fun.
But back to Demon Slayer. This episode was objectively awesome. It was awesome from start to finish. It was
so good.
Minus the first 2 minutes of the episode where we had to watch Muzan walk again, which I skipped immediately. I actually loved the conversation between Muzan and the Master. I loved how Muzan was just... I think it makes so much sense that Muzan let him talk so much.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen this guy, and he's been a thorn in his side the entire time. He's like, let him speak. Let him speak his... thing. And also I just loved how Muzan was just literally like I love him. He's just like, this is irrelevant, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, why are you telling me?
Big villain moves.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love that. I hate when the villain just like cares about the backstory of all something. And I actually liked how like he's like, we're from the same bloodline, but it really wasn't that important.
No, it wasn't all. The only thing that really mattered there was that the only reason that mattered was just the motivation for the Ibuyashigi clan to hunt Muzan.
Yeah.
Because
so
there's a curse on them.
Longer,
And they can stop feeling bad about all the dead people.
And I did love how mad Muzan got when the Master said thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. When it cut to all of a sudden like an explosion happening in the room, I was like,
did Muzan blow up the place?
Yeah, that's right. I was like, does Muzan have like blowing up abilities? Also, side note, it seems like this Sonashira was there the entire time.
I think he might have been. Yeah, I don't think we saw him running, right?
Now, his wife sacrificing herself.
Oh, here we go, yeah.
That is, whatever. That's her decision, sure. If the 2 kids died in that explosion, the Master did a great job with Demon Slayer recording everything.
Bad dad. Really bad dad.
I'm hoping we find out that Stone Ashira actually took them away.
That'd be kind of good. That'd be kind of nice if that happened.
Because I understand why the kids were there.
Yeah.
To lower Muzin's guard. Be like, obviously, there's nothing crazy going on. Like, there's children here.
Yeah.
But if they're dead...
I feel like they might not be. I mean, I don't know how much of the Abuya Shigi clan is out there. If this was it, though, what's the master's motivation anymore?
I could see his motivation being like, this is where we kill Muzin.
I guess, yeah.
But they're children. I'm hoping the Stone Ashira, because it looks like he was
granted,
close.
We say that, though, and then, the Demon Slayer Court is all kids.
True. These are kids.
Yeah.
They're like 6.
Yeah.
But like blowing them, but the Demon Slayer Courts are like volunteer children. They have to pass the test themselves.
That's true.
These kids are just kids.
True. They were part of the Demon Slayer Court, though. They administered all the tests and all that stuff.
They were just born into it. Like,
I'm not saying this was a good idea. I'm just saying they're probably dead.
Based on
the master, based on just what we've seen in the show. It'd be super cool if they're not.
The only reason I could see the 100% reason why I think they are dead is if the Stone Ashira was, because they do walk away at one point. They walk away while the conversation.
They were gone, yeah.
They were gone. The only reason I don't think it's probably not the Stone Ashira, because if it was the Stone Ashira, Muzin immediately would have picked that up.
Oh, 100%.
Would have picked that up so fast.
100%.
But regardless, the explosion happened, and I was like.
Animation for it went crazy. I
awesome.
loved it. Even and especially after that whole speech about being the indomitable human will and all that stuff, essentially, which I'm always here for. Humans rule. We're number one. Let's go.
Fuck the Xenos.
Yeah. So I thought that was spectacular. And then it's the slow motion. I just loved how Muzin's eyes changed to oh crap, he got me. And then it was really good to see too how weak Muzin actually is. He's strong. I'm sure one-on-one he's unbeatable, but this hurt him. It took him a hot second. He graduated fast, but it took him a hot second to do it. And it's it shows there were things that can slow him down and hurt him.
Yeah.
And for the entire time in this show, he's this undefeatable monster.
Yeah. That's why I said last episode. I was like,
yeah, you're right.
I don't think he could take all that.
You're right. Yes,
but I do love the Stone Ashira being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I do think he might have a chance of taking the Hashira is if he showed up just as the sun went down, they'd have to fight him for 10 hours.
They would, yeah.
And they're strong and everything, but
at some point you probably give out.
Yeah, I know. He injures them once. We're humans.
Yeah, that's true.
They're humans. They're not demons. They don't grow their limbs back. If
it starts damaging them at all.
Yeah. So that's it. Learning that, which I'm actually super glad that's a fact. One, that he can't be decapitated.
No, it'd be kind of boring.
Cool. 2, do love. We talked about it on the podcast. We thought it was a thing. Now officially confirmed that if he dies, all demons die.
Yeah, we got a Dracula situation going on.
Awesome. Love that.
Yeah. What if sun breathing can actually decapitate him though?
That'd be really cool. If that could happen, that'd be really cool. I thought about
just that one.
Why, first off, okay, let's talk about a few. Let's go scene for scene here.
Okay.
Explosion happens. Awesome. Great.
Yeah,
then the blood magic happens.
Oh, that was sick.
Awesome. And then Tomiya shows up, punches his gut with a thing that can turn him human, which I'm really hoping isn't a thing.
I don't think. I mean, if it is a thing, it's not going to work on him.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't work. The show would be over.
Yeah,
it's not going to work on him, but I think it'll drastically weaken him.
Yeah.
And I want to question. I want to see these turned into human demons if they actually turned into human. Because one, I loved when the Bloodthorn art went off and then she says this is from the guy you turned all the way back in season 1 to distract Tanjiro, and it was that's awesome.
I know.
That's awesome. So good.
I love it showing the animation of how it expanded within him.
Yeah, that was
so cool.
They're so good with the body stuff in the show.
Yeah.
So that was spectacular. I liked this the entire time. He was just gassing up the master. It's I thought I liked this guy. He was a regular human. Wrong. Bad idea. He was a monster in disguise, and he has more things planned and all this stuff. I was yes.
It was awesome.
The traps were sick.
I loved it almost just made him respect humans.
Exactly, yeah. Just
and
there.
I love their conversation between the two of Tomiya and Muz and everything. That's great. And it's one of those things where he's carving into her face, which I was ugh. Yeah. But she's a demon. She's fine. She still has the fangs, so she's a demon. But when she's Mr. Him and John, I don't know, the Stone Ashira, when she called him out, I was yeah. I got so ridiculously hyped. And I loved, first of all, his weapon is awesome.
It's spectacular.
I can't
What
wait
is
to see...
with the Hashira that have chain-ish weapons that are so cool? Uzi had that too, and I was like,
so
oh my
cool.
god, you're so cool.
I love just like the way he spun it and how they showed his like feet turn and spin like you would do like gearing up to spin something really fast. And just the animation of the ball just coming flying in so fast and just destroying Muzan for a second. I was like, oh my goodness. Then the scene I told you, this is where I cut and I was like, I have to watch when Muzan sends like the blood like thorn thing at him and he just blocks it all
with stone skin.
That was so cool. I was like, and you're number 2.
Yep, exactly. And we're back to the Entertainment District arc where they did the same exact animation shit.
And like, that animation rocks.
It was so cool. I also loved when the other Hashira got there and they showed like what it looked like from a farther away perspective, and it was still badass. And I was like, oh my god.
What I love too is also when the Hashira all got there. And first of all, I understand why Tanjiro recognized him first because none of them seen Muzan.
Yeah.
And I love the Storm Hashira. I was like, hey, it's Muzan, blah, blah. But I love all the Storm Hashira like, and then it cut, not the Storm Hashira, all the Hashira like, oh, no. And then just cuts to Tanjiro full sprint. He's like, Muzan! Like, he's like, no holds barred. He's like, I'm going.
Yeah, you're a dead man.
Okay, now.
Okay.
When they all jumped around him, I was like, oh my god.
And they did their Power Ranger level, like each one doing their move.
Oh, that was so awesome.
I was like, oh my god, that's awesome.
So great. I was really like, oh my god, what's Musa gonna do? When the bang thing went off and they all dropped from the Infinity Castle, my jaw dropped so hard.
It hit the floor. I'm usually like, not audible when I'm doing this, and I went like, oh no. I was like, oh.
And Infinity Castle is so awesome. It's so cool looking. 2 things about the Infinity Castle that I absolutely love that we got to see. 1, Zenitsu looks badass as all hell. I am so pumped for that guy.
Yes. I can't wait to see what this story arc they are building for him is. And I'm so excited.
I knew, spoiler-ish, that I knew he had a huge moment in Infinity Castle arc. I don't know, but
something. So it's going to be something.
Also, love all the Demon Slayers falling in. Everyone's like, oh my god. And Inosuke just like,
pumped. My boy was the first one to smile when he got in there. I was like, let's go. When they got all of them, I was like, oh my goodness. You got guys, sorry. Yeah. And then when it expanded to every Demon Slayer in the area, I was like, oh, son of a bitch. This power is broken. And that explains, and also that gets us a little bit too when we were bitching about the eyes and all that stuff. When they were looking for Nezuko's, they were tracking all the Demon Slayers. That explains. She even said it too that I've located another one, and it makes so much sense now.
And I do like it's a classic, and I love when this happens in villain stuff. Is that the master set up this phenomenal plan? It's amazing, but in reality, the whole reason Muzan showed up was to do this. Well, it was to do this, to give them a chance to feel like they had a chance, and then just laugh.
And then just wants to kill them all. That's why the demons have disappeared the entire time, because they're all in the Infinity Castle.
It was spectacular. After that, and the music and the Infinity Castle was awesome. I was like, damn it, Demon Slayer! You had a mid-season.
Yep.
Then this season. And now I'm hyped. I am still very mad, and I probably won't see the movies in theaters. I'm not going to lie.
Unless the reviews are out of control.
Yeah, unless they're out of control, yeah. I don't think that's 3. It's better than
I don't know. 3. You know what? I'm not going to say this right now. I might see them after this episode. I don't know.
I might. It's one of those,
It's going to be a game. It's going to be a game time decision. It's not a for sure thing.
The only thing I hate is so I guess there's 2 there is 2 arcs left.
Okay.
So it would have taken 2 years regardless. But this is gonna take 3 years. It's I don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to drag that out so long. Sometimes it's okay to end the anime.
I will say this too. I know it's very successful. A lot of animes are doing movies now. I will say this. Even watching this episode, Demon Slayer. I hate that they're making movies. It's a movie anime.
It is. Yeah.
It has such theatrical, just the animation and
when Muzan was walking in the first 5 minutes and they cut to the clouds and the conversation, I was like, oh, this is just out of a movie.
It's very theatrical and it's very nice. So it's I definitely probably let's just discuss stuff. We're gonna see it in theaters.
At least the first one.
At least the first one.
And let's do it.
Now they're in the Infinity Castle. It's oh, this is awesome.
Let's go. God, we have to go back in the theaters with those terrible kids.
Yeah, they really
Demon
got
Slayer fans suck.
They really got me with this. This episode was incredible.
It was spectacular.
3 good episodes this season.
Muzan actually calling out Tanjiro, and Tanjiro being like, "I'm gonna fucking send you to hell."
That was awesome.
Try it, bitch.
I love that.
I like how he's still restrained right now too.
That is cool too, and I also loved that when all the Hashira showed up. Muzan looked at Tanjiro.
Oh, yeah.
That was...
He's scared of him.
Dope. I was like, ooh, yeah. But he's so far away now.
I know. He fell so far.
I was like, God damn.
Dude, the Infinity Castle music is like my favorite.
Oh,
I think it might be my favorite in this show.
Infinity Castle is one of my favorite, like, current location in anime.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like, sick.
It's so cool. Yeah, I'm so hyped to see what happens. Damn it, Demon Slayer. Got me hyped again.
Yeah.
All right. So what would you rank the season, though?
The season?
The season as a whole. I can go first on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the season overall, I'm going to give it a 4.5.
That's fair. That episode dragged it up so far.
There's only one scene I'll rewatch, and that's Stone Hashira.
I agree with that. Okay, so let me think this out.
Not 4.5. I'm going to give it a 4.3.
Episode 1, meh. Episode 2, blah. Episode 3, even more blah.
There's 3 good episodes.
4 was the Snake Guy was fine, and everything that's thrown out here was we even said was decent episodes, but it was the 8-episode nonsense that was killing us.
There's 3.5 good episodes. There's this episode, the one with Stone Hashira that had its backstory. Mm-hmm. Half that episode's good. Stone Hashira is good. The rest of that is like pushing rocks and Giyu and whatever.
I kind of like the Snake episode. I think
it was like okay.
It was okay, but it wasn't like the other. It wasn't like the airplane episode.
It wasn't egregious.
Fair,
but it was one of those like.
In terms of good, yeah, okay, you're right.
At the end of it, I'm just like didn't need it.
Yeah.
There was in the Snake one, those are the 3 that are like okay. Actually, you're not. Now I'm going to change my opinion. There's only 2 good episodes.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I'm going to give it 3.5.
All right,
I just the last episode. Honestly, God, last episode is the only thing that puts it up that high. This season would have been like a 2 otherwise. Yeah. It was so boring. They did so many stupid things where it felt like filler, and I'm just like,
if this end of the episode, like obviously no Muzan showed up, but like say Muzan didn't show up, and then just like all the Hashira got together, and they're like. You know, they do that in anime sometimes at the end of an arc. They'll be like, now it's time to go off and do the thing. Which is fine a lot of times because it'll be like 24 episodes, so we get to see a lot of cool stuff in between. You know, that happens in anime, which is great. Naruto, they've done that and stuff like that. Like, where the end of the arc is just like, we did it, now we got to go on to do the next thing or something. Because they did something in the arc.
Yeah, exactly,
But if they just got the Hashira just show up and like, now it's time to fight Muzan, I'd be like, this is like a 1.2.
Yeah, like, this is garbage.
The paper airplane thing was so horrendously bad.
It was so bad.
So, yes, to all the Demon Slayer fans who... Seems like a lot of people don't like our opinions on this, which is odd because it seems like we were always Demon Slayer defenders, but apparently, like now we're on the other side of this.
That's a wild flip, you know. Yeah.
But this season was bad. Like it wasn't good.
Good. I don't understand this.
And the season before was very mid. Like after Tanjiro does the dragon head dance, it's pretty just meh.
Yeah, he's just running He's running down that one demon the entire time.
Pretty meh.
When it turned into the hate demon, it was pretty cool.
No, there was like scenes that were cool, but it's one of those. I think it's one of those like at the time it seemed so awesome.
Yeah.
But then you look back and you're like, I barely remember that.
I guess it's a good point.
I barely remember that. Like I'll remember the Sora Hashira showing up in this episode over and over.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that scene was awesome. There's like scenes of like there's like parts of Entertainment District arc I don't remember.
Yeah.
But there's so many parts I remember. By the way, Entertainment District arc is still the best season they've ever had.
Yeah, that's a good point. What's with Muzan using what's with these demon powers where they like okay, so sorry, this is a way off topic, sort of. Okay, so you know how they have to do the twang every time? Like she has to play the thing every time to open up the space portal thing. Mm-hmm. What's with his connection with like using instruments for space? Because remember back in season 1, the guy with the drums could move space too when he ever hit that one drum, and that's the one he lost, so he couldn't move the rooms everywhere.
Yeah,
weird.
I think it's probably just a like a writing thing to show like a way to show what's happening. Yeah, which is super cool and awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I was thinking about it. It's like all of his space magic is like instruments.
Yeah, it's true. The tong, the dong, ding, that is awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah, sick. Yeah.
But Demon Slayer is over. Very mid-season, but very great episode.
That last episode.
I'll give that episode I would honestly give that episode like an 8.2.
I agree with that. Yeah, I'm actually giving it a little higher. I'm like 8.6.
Yeah, because that episode was good from beginning to start.
100%. I watched every second of it.
Beginning to end. Yeah. I did like even when they cut for a second to show the Stone Hashira like talking about like the master's like you're gonna use me as bait and everything like that.
Even before that, when they were talking about how they don't take bodyguards.
Yeah,
that was really good. Even them running, I liked.
Yeah, when they cut to that scene though, them like in the room, I was like, no.
I know. I thought
and then it's literally like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that explained why Hashira weren't there. Which honestly,
I thought
if they didn't have that scene, we'd be bitching about it on this episode.
I know. I literally thought that. Like, why are there no Hashira?
Yeah, what is the point of this?
Yeah. But great ending episode, bad season. Anyways, let's move on. Spoilers. One Piece.
Egghead Island.
Another just great episode.
One Piece is on fire.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna jump into this right now.
Okay.
Right now. Did you watch the preview for next week?
Yes.
Don't tell me anything.
Okay.
Because I did not.
It didn't reveal anything.
Okay, good.
I have no fucking... if it did, I have no idea.
Were you not at the end of that episode like, who are you?
I know, I was. Who is this? Who is this person?
I want to know so
badly. So badly. It's not one of the Vegapunks.
No,
so I don't know.
Not.
I don't know what one it is. I'm
have zero idea.
Not
who
an
this
idea.
person is.
Not a single thing.
I was
apparently maybe it's the Gorosi. Maybe they all got there earlier. I don't know.
No, because this CP0 thing's been happening over months and months and months.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
who the heck is this?
I don't know. I want to know so bad.
Honestly, even if it's some just rando that we've never met before, I'm gonna be like, this is still good writing. Like,
yeah, I just like. Because, like, it just proved the thing that I thought it was Shaka. Good One Piece in the opening. Give me a good surprise there.
Yeah.
Even though the one guy was like, are you the one who put us here? Which is really weird to say. But,
because they don't know.
It's definitely not Shaka.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was Stella at one point.
And I was like, who is this? I wanted, like, I knew it. And it was like, when Stella was like, you are, and then, like, about to say the person's name. And I was like, I already was getting ready for the... to be continued thing, and I was like, right when he said, I was like, no One Piece.
No. Why another week?
Does the preview look sick?
I thought it looked pretty good. The whole point of the preview, like, what really got me in the preview is that they say they're going to tell. Supposedly, that title is like they're going to tell us who the mastermind is behind all this. So we might find out who it is.
Excited.
Oh no, like One Piece, that could literally mean nothing.
Yeah, it could.
Like, we could find out that there was a spy, and they're confirming it, but we don't know who it was. I don't know. When Shaw got shot in the face, definitely not dead. But when Shaw got shot in the face, I was like,
that too. I was like, it's One Piece. He's not dead.
Yeah, and see, like now, they are human. He has blood.
Yeah, some of them are.
So yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, we talked about this a while. We weren't sure. Remember when Atlas got her head blown in? Yeah. And we thought she was You thought she was a robot. I thought some of them were human. She is a robot, yes. But I was also saying that
some of them are human.
Some of them are human. Yes. That's
so it's very interesting. Very interesting how to see, like, I don't know if I ever want to see Shaka's face.
I want to see Shaka's face.
Yeah, but what if he's not that cool looking?
I'm okay with that. Just put the mask back on.
That's true.
Yeah, like, we're going to have to. Now his mask got destroyed.
I know.
When his back of his head got blown off.
Yeah. It is One Piece, though, where I was like, well, he's not dead.
Yeah, that's not a mortal wound.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Let's brush it off, crazy, buddy. Though, if he was actually dead.
That'd be wild.
That would be wild.
That'd be wild. He did say he thought he was going to die soon.
Another part of this episode that really stuck with me is, Frankie, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
Snake cracks me up. It makes so much sense that hers is the only one that talks.
Yep.
The only one that has this, like, boa vibe.
Yep.
She was like, insolent.
With her head back. It's like she's the only one that's Boa Hancock. She's the only one that actually is the one that they
Boa's is the only one that would have a personality.
Yeah. That was spectacular. I don't know how Frankie is just half stone, but and of course those two morons.
I know.
Absolute Lilith and Usopp, you two, within your respective crews, are the most useless people on the entire crew.
I don't know. Maybe Pythagorean. He seems like a loser.
You know what? He runs tests though. He helped build S Shark.
That's true.
Lilith just seems like she built that stupid gun.
I will say this: when she shot the bubble gun off, I was like, finally! It's been like 8 episodes. You keep talking about it. It's like, and as Snake just bounced away, I was like, what? I was like, it doesn't even do anything. Yes. And then when she passed out, she's like pretty much the sea at him. And I was like, all right, that is a pretty good thing. It's not great.
Yeah. It really is not great. But it's really not great.
It's better than that 2 seconds where I was like, what? It doesn't even do anything.
It's a bubble. Yeah, all right, fair enough. That was better than nothing. It's just like, it's going to be one of those stupid things that has like variable amounts of like effectiveness, because it hit her hand and she went down for at least like 10 seconds there. Mm-hmm. And then Frankie hit her with it and like hit her whole body, and she was like only down for 2 seconds.
That's a good point, is that when it was on her, she was out. But the second he took it off, she was fine.
Exactly, yeah. It's gonna be very nice.
Yeah, that's
good. I do like how it shuts off their fire though.
That is cool.
That's really cool.
Also loving this episode when Zoro when Zoro's like, it must be like King, blah blah, which then they cut to like King and Kaido, and I was like, super. But and then they're all like, oh really? Oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, it has King's features, white hair, dark skin, black wings flaming his back, and they're all like, "How did you not notice?" Because that's literally what I
like
was
how
thinking.
he apologized for it, and even Rob Lucci was like, "It's fine, it's no worry. It's a heat of the battle, no way you can figure this out in time and all that stuff." And then Zoro says that, and even Luffy's like, "You're an idiot."
Yeah, I know.
Like when Luffy's calling you a moron, dude, like you're a moron. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Luffy can't remember anybody.
Did you not think that too? I was like, Zoro, you're an idiot. So of course,
Yeah.
but like, I was like, how'd you not notice this, Zoro? And then I literally said that, and then of course they all were like, how did you not notice? Also, I will never, ever not get tired of when Shaka was leaving and Esok went at him and Zoro blocked it. And Esok, every time Zoro does something and Esok makes a face like, what?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's so good. Also, Shaka, walk a little faster.
Yeah, actually, that when he was walking at the speed, I was like, maybe I am right.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe walk a lot faster.
Yeah, he even said, he even said some line like he was gonna speed up, and then he didn't. And it was like, Shaka, go, run. Do you just walk slowly with your hands in your pockets the entire time? Is that your one speed?
I think that's what he just does.
He's just cool.
Trying to be cool the entire time.
He's the cool. It's what Vegapunk thinks is cool.
That might be a thing. I will say, what I love too is like, the first time they knocked down the Seraphim. But like Rob Lucci and Luffy fighting together, I hate it. It's awesome. It's totally awesome. It's totally sweet. But what I loved is that like they're like this team and they're like fighting together and they're doing punches at the same time. What I loved was for Esok, Giraffe Guy pretty much is just a distraction.
Yep, the entire time
until Zoro just like actually hits him.
Yep, that's all he is. Yep, and I love it. It's great, and he hasn't turned into a giraffe once.
Yo, because they know
it sucks.
He might though.
He probably will.
Yeah.
They'll probably both go into their Zoan and Awakened forms, but either way, Giraffe Boy's stupid. I do love that whatever wind attack he's doing with his leg, like his bootleg Sanji crap. It's the color is so cool. Just the way it lights up with all the wind, and I'm just like, oh.
Oda's an asshole.
He is a piece of shit.
Oda's an asshole.
He's an absolute
He's
shit.
an absolute asshole.
Let us hate a character.
I know. Gosh, jeez. Like
right now, all I have is Akainu, and I don't think you can redeem him, but who knows now?
We've hated Rob Lucci forever.
Yes.
Once he changed, I was like, this smug bastard.
Yep.
He's such a smug piece of shit. And I don't like him. But I really like what's happening right now.
Yes.
I thought I was gonna hate it so much, and I'm like, damn it. Also, let's go. Our boy Sanji getting it.
Showing up.
And it was sick.
Those stupid rules of Sanji Land or whatever. Articles of Sanji. I'm just like, oh, you're so stupid. But you're going to kick this guy so hard right now.
I love it. First of all, I love that fight. First of all, S-Shark needs to die. How dare you do our boy Edison?
Edison!
Like yeah, how dare you?
How fast was that scene, too, where Edison just got punched in the face? I was like, what the heck?
As I'm watching that sequence, I'm like, okay, so we have Edison, Nami, and Brooks versus Jinbei, who has the ability to make everything pretty much water.
Yeah.
You're not winning this.
No. Even when Zeus came out, I'm just like, and also...
Well, that would have made a lot of sense, though. I actually, like, when Zeus, like, shocked the Seraphim, like, a bunch of times, and it looked like he got really hurt, I was like, well, that does make sense.
Yeah, but he got the fire on. He can't get hurt.
Is that physical attacks only, or is that, like, magical attacks? We've only seen, like, it stops physical attacks.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
good point.
Well,
maybe.
Not just the fire part. He's a robot. So it would make sense that electricity would be... And it looked like it was very effective, but not enough effective. But
sure.
It was one of those things I was like, wait a minute. If Nami shows up and really hurts this guy, that's going to be ridiculous. And I was like, all right. Well, that actually kind of does make sense.
Yeah. And also we said last season, Zeus is not something to be slept on. He's a emperor of the sea level attack. So he's strong, and he showed he was strong. I was really interested in how they were going to do him now because it's not.
We haven't seen him in a minute either.
Hey, that's true. Yeah, and it's not like it's not Wano level use him for the first time animation like time yet. So I was like, I don't know if they're going to the column of lightning, but they did a really good job showing how powerful he is still. Nami though. I hate when characters do this. Like, just because they look kind of like the person that I know, he barely looks like Jinbei.
I know.
Like, barely. The skin tone's different. The hair. He has freaking wings.
He's not even a shark.
Exactly. He's got the teeth. This is a little racist right now, Nami. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, all fishmen look alike, apparently.
And also that she's like, it's a kid. I was like, it's a robot.
Who cares?
It's a robot.
I know. It's so stupid.
I know Edison obviously has a personality and counts more than a robot, obviously, because he's awesome.
Edison's our point.
Yeah, but, like, this guy, like, that whole sequence, I was like, I did, though, like, when Sanji was like, I don't care if you're a kid, or even if you were Jinbei. I was like, nah.
Maybe this is why they added that scene in.
I think it is.
So it shows when Stark threw Sanji against the wall to show that, like, oh, I'm going to get revenge now.
I actually was thinking that, too. I was like, maybe that is why they added that scene in.
Just for a little bit of
spice. Add a little, like, it honestly would make rivalry. Sense. Yeah, a little rivalry going on. Also, I did, like, see, like, we've been talking about, like, that whole scene where he's acting like a puppy was added by Toei.
Yeah, which is weird, yeah.
But I did see, like, one comment I always remember is just, like, people complaining about Sanji being done dirty by, like, all these kind of things. And someone was like, well, it really doesn't matter because they have to follow the manga when it comes to fights. And Sanji has some really sick fights.
Nice.
Coming up. So it's like, yeah, well, you can try to make Sanji look bad all you want, but
at the end of the day,
Black Lake Sanji, man.
Yeah, buddy. Like, Soja King or Soja, whatever it is. Soba Mask, that's it.
I was like, Soja King. We don't even know who that is.
That's yeah, he's back on Sniper Island. Yeah, Soba Mask. No, he's bad. He's badass.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm just really glad. We'll have to. We're almost at an hour, so like
we're good. Big anime this week.
I will say what I love so far is I'm glad the S-Hawk S-Bear fight is still going on.
Yeah.
I know they got back up and it's good. I was actually thinking that too. I was like, why is the fire not doing anything?
But it was doing something, yeah.
I'm glad so I can watch that fight all day. Mm-hmm. Zoro and I really think he did this on purpose to give a little preview of the future of a Mihawk versus Zoro fight. Not even close to the same, obviously, but a little like here's a little taste for you guys.
Yeah, what it could be.
I'm very interested in what happens with Boa. I have no idea or S-Snake. I have no
idea what Frankie's gonna do. This might be the arc this might be the moment where his arc starts happening. Yeah.
Because he made the dumbest move ever. I know. And what I love though is Lilith, Frankie, Usopp, garbage Pythagoras, garbage crew, absolute garbage crew, and then Brooke, who can be really cool, who can be very cool, but Brooke, Edison, Nami. I was like against Jinbei. I was like, what? These are the worst crews ever.
I know. They're going to get bodied because so hard.
Sanji left Robin and Jinbei, which they're fine.
They're fine. Jinbei was a warlord of the sea.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're 100% fine. They can fight. Is there any Seraphim left? There's a fifth one. There's a fifth one.
Is a fifth one out there?
Wasn't there 5 rooms?
Sure. I personally think they're going to do all the former warlords, but who knows?
Yeah. Because they're going to end up fighting something.
Yeah.
Robin, they're not just going to
That makes sense.
Unless they're just going to play chess.
Oh, man. What if one of the Seraphim? What? That's the traitor.
Depending on which one, it'd be very interesting.
Yeah.
If it was like a Doflamingo one. Ooh.
Did have a gun.
That's
Doflamingo like guns.
That day would make me. I was like, this is definitely not who it is. But I was like, I saw the pistol, and it was a very detailed pistol. I was like, if this is fucking Blackbeard.
I know.
I was like, if this is Blackbeard, I'm gonna.
He's so mad.
I will.
What's going on with Law?
Yeah. So wow, this is like this shows how good One Piece is. We have all these theories all the time for everything and everything. We're like, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, and then literally it gets to this episode, and I'm like, I have no idea who this is, and I want to know so bad,
so badly.
God, man, I can't even theorize who it is.
Nope, no idea.
I literally can't theorize.
That's my only theory is a Seraphim, but that's it. I have no idea who else it's gonna be.
Can't be any of the Vegapunks.
I have no idea. Maybe, yeah, no, it's true. I have no idea. No, we know they're all accounted for right now.
They're all accounted for right now,
yeah. Shaka got shot in the face, who is our only theory.
The only thing, it can't be Stussy. Can't be.
No.
She's with Jinbei and Robin.
Yeah, she's locked down right now. And she wasn't on the island again.
Yeah, for all those times.
Yeah, for all those times, yeah.
There had to be someone on the island the entire time.
We don't know who was on this island. Axe is currently not out. Yeah, it's not Axe. It's not Axe.
No.
So, I have no idea. I can't wait for next week.
I know.
I'm wishing the week away because I just want to watch this episode so badly. And I only work 3 days this week, so I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we're over time.
Yeah, we'll get there. But anime is great. Happy 4th of July. We'll probably say it all week. America, the greatest country on earth. Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.